Hello students, this is Mr. Allen. I wanted to make another little quick video with regard to using your calculator. I've got my TI-84 Silver Edition here pulled up on the screen, and I want to specifically show you how to graph a function and graph its derivative. So just to let you know, right now I've got the function x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 1. If I graph it, and I've already adjusted the window if you'd like to see what my window is, -5 to 5 for x and -8 to 12 for y. So we get this nice pretty curve. So that is the graph of our function f of x. How do I graph its derivative? Well, to graph its derivative, I could just go down here to y sub 2, and I'm going to go to math. And then in the math menu, I'm going to scroll down to number 8, which is nderiv, which is the numeric derivative. I'm going to press enter. And now it looks like I've got a derivative-like formula here that I need to fill in. So it says dd something. Well, that ddx. And the function that we want here is the y1 variable. So I'm going to go into variables, the variables button. I'm going to go over to y variables. It's a function, and it's the y1 function in the graph. So I'm going to hit enter. So that's telling the calculator that the second graph is going to be the derivative of the y1 graph. And then it's asking what values of x do I want to graph. I want to graph all of them, so I'm going to graph x. And one more thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to actually change the way this graph looks. The way I'm doing that is I just arrowed over all the way to the far right of y sub 2, and I'm going to hit enter. And you can see how it's kind of a thicker line. Now I'm going to hit graph. It's got the first curve, which is f of x. Now this darker curve that you're seeing is actually the derivative of f of x. Now another little tip that sometimes students might want to be aware of is, what if I didn't want to see that first curve, but I still wanted to see its derivative? Well, the way you can do that is arrow to the equal sign, which you can see is highlighted, and I'm going to press enter. And now look what happens. See how there's no highlighting around the equal sign? When I hit graph, it's only going to graph that thicker curve, which is the derivative of f of x. Now you can't delete f of x because then it wouldn't have a derivative to graph. So anyways, that's how you graph the derivative of a function. In fact, I'll go back and again, here was the original function. And now the calculator is going to graph its derivative, which will be a thicker curve, I guess is a better way of saying that. So just wanted to show you how to do that. Have a good day.